Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Shisha Zed, and I'm here with...
Bye, Felici. Good morning, everyone.
Trey Songz is trending on Twitter. Trey Songz is trending on Instagram. And this is after Dylan Gonzalez calls him a grapist, right? And, of course, I'm using that term because we're on YouTube here and we got to kind of censor ourselves. But I'm going to read the actual post for you guys, posted by Dylan Gonzalez. She said... Trey Songz is a grapist. Forgive me, I couldn't hold that in another year. See you in 2022. This is crazy.
And who is Dylan Gonzalez?
So I actually have no idea. So I had to look her up. I went on her Instagram page and she looks like the average Instagram thought. I'm sorry, man.
Oh,
she looks like she's got the BBL and you know what I mean? But come to find out, she's a lot more than just an Instagram public figure. I looked her up and it says Dylan Gonzalez is a renowned American basketball player. She is a basketball player for the UNLV Women Running Rebels, who is also very famous on Instagram. And it's true, she's actually really popular on Instagram. So she's got some talent. And not only that, she's obviously well acquainted with a lot of famous people like Trey Songz. From the sounds of this, it sounds like my man Trey hit. Either they had
That's
some
what it
relations.
sounded like to me.
Exactly. Either they had some relations and things didn't pan out the way she expected, or these allegations that keep coming out, by the way, about Trey Songz might have some water, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, this is not the first allegation that I've heard about Trey Songz. A lot of them have gotten dismissed, or they it just didn't follow through. So it's kind of like, at what point do we start believing these allegations to be real? And I'm not accusing him of anything. However, I mean, in the last few years, there's been quite a few.
You're right. There's been a lot. That's the first thing I thought of. I said, man, there's been a lot of stuff on Trey Songz coming out recently. And, it really doesn't help that Trey doesn't really it doesn't seem like he combats a lot of these accusations. And I don't know if this is the way to go with a lot of celebrities, just don't say anything. And that would make sense, right? The more you defend yourself, the more attention you probably draw to the situation. So they probably say don't post anything, deal with it legally. But I'm going to read a few of these comments here from the Shade Room. This commenter said, what are we supposed to do with this information? And she has the thinking emoji right there, which is true. What are we supposed to do with this information? She went and she posted this on Twitter, which a lot of women do this. And it's kind of like, what are you trying to do with this post? And the Me Too movement has already kind of put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, with women kind of abusing that whole movement in some cases. And so when people hear an allegation like this, because we've seen situations where people have abused the whole Me Too thing, people kind of, we're going to need a little bit more.
Yeah.
This next commenter says, why social media? Why not go to the police? I'm confused. That's a good question. Have you filed a police report?
Maybe she's talking about somebody else she knew or something like that. I don't know. But
maybe.
Still, go to the police.
But you need to explain. I think people believe you more if you say, oh, a police report has been filed. Right? People take that more seriously. Why social media? Because when you just put it on social media, you look like you're just trying to taint his image. And it can't be taken seriously, especially on a platform like Twitter. And especially the way she said it, it just seems like real nonchalant, which is why it's important when a lot of women want to accuse people of doing this and that. It's important for you to get the authorities involved. Don't take it on social media. Go about it the right way. This next commenter says, this is not the first allegation. That's true. There is some truth in that. And it doesn't help that, I don't know if you saw that one video of Trey Songz spitting into those two girls' mouths.
Oh, no, I did not.
Yeah, there's this video a while back where he's spitting in these two girls' mouths on stage or for a video or something like that.
No.
It doesn't help that he gets that, open about his sexuality in public, along with these allegations that go along with it. This commenter says, so he really is R. Kelly's protege.
Oh, no.
That there is a tough one.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Oh
That there is
God.
a tough one. This next commenter says, this ain't the first time he's been accused of this or faced charges, which is true. It's like when it happens this often, it causes more people to raise their eyebrows. But then we got to remember that women are vindictive. Did you want something more from Trey Songz and he couldn't give it to you, or you didn't like how things went? We don't know.
There's a couple comments that say, talk about Keke Palmer. And they said that she had already told us this. She already mentioned mentioned this about Trey Songz, and everybody just wrote her off. So,
what did she say about Trey Songz?
I'm looking at the comments, and I don't exactly see what she said, but I do remember that I believe it was a music video that she was doing with Trey Songz, and I think he did something inappropriate to her.
Okay. I think I found the article here.
Okay.
It says, what happened with Keke Palmer and Trey Songz? Palmer accused Trey Songz of sexual intimidation. Yeah, that's what it says right here.
Okay.
2017. That's a ways back.
Yeah, I do remember something came out, and he did something that she wasn't okay with, and I think she asked him not to do it, and he still did it, or I can't really remember exactly what it was, but a lot of these comments are saying, hey, Keke Palmer been told us that Trey Songz had some fishy things going on with him, and we all wrote her off. But now look, it's 2021, and allegation. I think there was like 2 or 3 this year that have been dismissed.
Yeah, there was a lot. Enough that I was okay making this video, because I don't usually want to jump on these bandwagons of women accusing men. I don't. But I think this is an opportunity to also remind men of the times we're living in. You've got to be careful, man. You know, whether this is true or not, I think controlling your sexuality, being somebody who can control that part of your life is very important.
It is.
Especially when you're a public figure like Trey Songz. It's important that you don't get caught up with these women, because we've seen many, many great men get taken down because they couldn't control their sexuality, because they couldn't help but say, oh, you know, no one's going to find out, or you never know. Whether this situation is true or not, men need to be reminded that, hey, that area of your life, that part of you, that sexuality needs to be under control.
Yeah.
Because this could end his career.
Yeah. And, you know, I don't know, maybe this is the reason why he hasn't put out an album in a really long time, because he's trying to get all of this stuff together. I mean, it's been quite some time since he's put out an album, but it's looking like he has a lot of things going on in his personal life that's keeping him from actually putting out, you know, pretty good music, because I think he's a really good artist, but at this point, I'm just like, I don't know if I'm going to really support you anymore, because there's too many stuff going on about you, my man.
Yeah. But overall, I hope this isn't true. I hope going into the next year, we don't see any more of these allegations with Trey Songz. Because, man, men be going out real bad like this, man. Niggas be going out bad when it comes to their lack of control when it comes to women. You don't have to die on this hill, gentlemen. And you don't have to be famous in order to be falsely accused, even falsely accused, right, of something. Anything could happen. If it's false, if it's true, anything can happen. You can still get put behind bars. It happens every day. Be careful out here in the streets.
It's kind of like, if you hear her say no the first time, just take it as it is. Because I know, like, sometimes when you're, like, hooking up with the girl and she's just like, no. And then she might be like, it might sound like really playful and like she really wants it to happen. But just at this point where we are in this day and age, like, if she says no, just take it as it is and, like, just be like, all right, we're good. You know what I mean?
It's tough. That's what that one's a tough one. That one's a tough one because every girl says no. Every girl is on some, no, I'm not like that. No, don't get any ideas. Nothing's going to happen. Boom, you're busting the cheeks. You know what I mean? And she's like, yes, I love it. You know what I'm talking about? Like women don't make it any easier. Yeah, so
no, you're right. No, you're right.
I don't think we should even have that convo, because women, people will be like, "Oh my gosh, you're promoting predatory culture."
I will agree, like sometimes when, a girl doesn't want to necessarily look like a 304,
Yeah.
they can be like, no, blah, blah, blah. But
See, why do you guys
reality,
do that?
they really want it.
Why? Because you see what the predicament you're putting the men in when you say no, when you actually mean yes. And I don't think women will get to the point where they're like, yes, I want that D. Usually, because most guys will look at them a little bit crazy.
Right, exactly. And I think that is the reason why they say no. But I think moving forward, just for men's safety, if she says no, even though she might really want it, if she says no, just take it as that and be like, all right, cool. And then if she actually really wants to do it, you tell her, look, you told me no. I'm going to be respectful of your space. You said no, so I'm going to go. If you really want to have sex with me, you tell me yes.
Oh my God.
Make them more accountable for it.
This is the most horrible advice I've ever given. No.
Okay.
It doesn't go that way.
We cannot say
it doesn't go that way. Imagine,
know.
has any guy ever done that to you?
Listen, for me, if I want to have sex with somebody, I'm going to say I want to have sex. Let's do it. Oh, whoops. Let's go. Let's do it.
But let's be honest. Most women aren't like that. You got to think. You're
right. A lot of women are not like that.
You tell a woman today, no, you said no. You said no. She'd be like, all right, whatever then, nigga. You know what I mean?
Then find somebody else that you can bust some cheeks with. If she said no, she said no. Find someone else. There's plenty of girls out here trying to.
Listen, guys. For the people who are going to comment and say you're encouraging men to, be predators. I'm not saying don't listen to her when she says no. I'm just saying sometimes a woman says no and she really means yes. Hey, don't come kill me. Do you agree, Felicie? Can I get some backup?
I agree.
Okay, there we go.
I agree because
this is the stuff we all know, but is never talked about.
I agree. There are times where a woman is just like, in the back of her, she's like, "Nah, I came here to get some.
Yeah.
I came here to get some." And they prepared for it. They prepped for it.
Yes.
They got the matching lingerie. They did everything. But you have it's like she has to say, no, I'm not that kind of girl.
Exactly. I'm not that type of girl. I'm different. I'm different.
And it happens a lot more often than, normal. However, what I'm saying for men's safety, especially in this Me Too movement, everything going on right now, even if she said no, and then she still ended up having sex with you, she could always turn it around and say, oh my God, he pressured me. And that happens. So what I'm saying is, if she says no, take it as no. Step back. If you want to still kick it with her, still kick it with her. And if she makes the first move, she makes the first move. If she doesn't, take your L. I mean, it's not really a loss, but, take it.
You said if she makes the first move.
If she makes a move after that, then go ahead and go for it, Okay. But if she says
Decent advice.
If she says no and nothing happens after that, just be like, you know what? She's not really down to, get her cheeks bust and find somebody else that is. And then at that point, when you lay off of her, maybe she might come back and be like, oh, dang, why you ain't talking to me no more? And be like, well, I thought this was going on and you told me no, so I didn't want to pressure you. And then, I don't know, maybe I don't know how it happens.
I didn't want to
pressure you.
I didn't want to be that type of guy. You see, women want to be pressured. Listen, I'll say this: the only good advice that came out of the movie Hitch, Will Smith. Because that was a terrible, terrible dating advice for 2021. But I'll say that
I love that movie.
That going, yeah, of course you do.
It's
unrealistic and it will keep you.
That is the only romantic comedy that I actually like. I hated every single other one. I barely saw them.
Yeah, but anyways, he has a rule in there. It's over some a dating tip where he basically says you go 80 or 90 or something like that, and she goes 10 or 20.
Yeah,
but anyways,
like that.
I would advise more of that. You gotta, in today's age, in today's game, you gotta have the woman chase you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You go in a little bit and you kind of back off. You go in a little bit, you kind of back off. You can't just go,
100%.
And, and that means like, hey, you kind of get close to her for the kiss like they did in the movie. Because the rest of that movie is garbage as far as like dating advice goes. But I think that right there, you could take a lot from that scene, when you go in for the kiss. That was some, sus. That was a very, very sus moment in that movie, by the way. So please, no homo. But hope you guys know what I mean. You know what I mean? 80,
Yeah.
20, 80-20, and if she's really feeling you, be a man, go in the full 100. Show that chick what's up, man. Anyways, guys, appreciate you guys checking out this episode of The Coffee Pod. Again, let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below about the topics that were being discussed. Follow me on Instagram and subscribe to By Felici on her YouTube page. Until next time, guys, we're out. Peace.
Bye.